Hey there, welcome back to Release Your Inner Power and Boost Your Week with Ignited Decisions. I'm Shauna B, and I'm here to help you create a life you love, one small intentional step at a time. Today, we're going to be talking about something I hear from so many moms out there. How do I find time for my activities, my hobbies, the things that I love doing without feeling the guilt or neglecting my kids or my family? Maybe you used to love painting or playing a sport, hiking, or maybe you play music, but now life is all about work, kids, schedules, and responsibilities, all the to-dos. It can feel impossible sometimes to carve out time for yourself. But here's the truth. You deserve time for the things that bring you all of the happiness, and it's possible to do it without sacrificing that family time. In this episode, I'm going to share practical tips to help you balance it all without the guilt, overwhelm, and burnout. Are you ready? Let's dive in. One of the biggest hurdles is thinking that hobbies require hours of uninterrupted time. So I want to redefine what this me time looks like, right? Because the reality is that you can fit what you love into small pockets of your day. Here are a couple of ways to do just that. First, I want to say that micro moments matter. If you only have 15 minutes, use the 15 minutes. Read or write or listen to music or call a friend or go for a walk. These small steps will add up. These little small steps fill you up through your day. Another one is blending in what you really love to do into your daily life. What are those hobbies? What are those things that you love to do? Is it listening to an audiobook while you're cooking or cleaning? I'm guilty of that. Is it practicing a language while driving? Is it maybe when you're in an appointment and you like to draw? Maybe you're doodling or sketching while you're waiting in your appointment, right? Taking those times that are already in your day and adding and blending in what you love will make that happen. Another one is letting go of perfection. You don't need to be like the perfect time or the perfect setup or the perfect moment or maybe even a huge block of time. Just start with what you have. If it's 10 minutes, great. Just start with what you have. Another way you could do it is by involving your family in what you love to do. Instead of separating family and hobbies, bring it together. Bring it together to utilize that time more. So for the creative ones, if you love painting or building something, just crafting, making things, I'm sure you have a space for that where you create things, right? Well, is there a small space next to it where you're in the same room, right next to you, whatever you're comfortable with, where your kids can create alongside of you? Maybe for our fitness ones, go on walks or smaller hikes or do little simple workouts at home that you can do with your family. Make it fun instead of a solo task. One of my kiddos really likes to play soccer, and I played a lot of soccer, and I would play soccer with him, and we would include the whole group of us of just playing soccer. That was a good way of getting in the fitness for the day, right? For people who like reading or learning and exercising their minds, you can have family quiet time where everyone reads or does whatever their independent activity is that they love so you can get your reading and learning time in. What is that thing? Like each person, it's called choose your own adventure in my home. Each person has their thing that they really like to do or the thing that they want to do. You set a timer and that's the time that you have for your reading or learning, or if you just want quiet time to yourself, you can do it then too, right? Because when your family sees you enjoying that hobby, enjoying what you love doing, it teaches them the importance of adding it into their daily lives by watching you. Another thing is setting boundaries and communicating what your needs are, because your time matters. You wouldn't be canceling an important meeting or an important appointment or just any appointment for yourself. So don't cancel yourself. Don't cancel yourself. It's like, you hear it all the time, right? But until you actually do the thing, you're not going to feel how much better you actually feel. So schedule the time, schedule the me time, schedule the hobby time, schedule the do what you love time, choose your own adventure time, however you want to label it. Block out a time slot each week and treat it as an appointment. Treat it as a non-negotiable. Treat it as the have to do time. Communicate with your family. Let them know why this time is important. Now, for me, something I always say to my kids is something they really like to do is they go have a play date, and they'll have a play date with some friends. So a lot of times I'll say, you guys had a play date this week. Now it's mom's turn for a play date. Even if I'm doing something by myself and not necessarily with somebody else, then they see how we all get play dates, how we all utilize that time, right? You can also use the trade-off method. I love this. So swap responsibilities with your support system, whether it is other mamas out there, whether it's your family, whether it's your partner or your spouse. Like, I'll take the kids on Saturday morning, if you take them on Sunday morning, or maybe it's a morning afternoon switch, so you can go do this and then I can go, then I can take the time to do it. Or if it's one of your mom friends, they can go, can they go to your house for a play date one day, and then I can go do this, and then I'll take the kids for a play date, and then you can go do, whatever they want to do. So then you're helping another mama out, right? It's a win-win situation for both parties involved. That's one of my favorite things to do, because not only are the kids getting worn out, right? But then you're also helping out a friend to get their time in too. Another thing is that many women feel guilty for taking time for themselves. But here's the thing. Here's the truth. You are a better mom, partner, and person when you take care of yourself, when you fill yourself up. So you're not running from that empty tank. You're running from a full tank, right? Hobbies and doing things that you love reduce that stress, reduce all that anxiousness and the burnout, right? They make you feel more fulfilled, which brings in more of that happiness into all of your relationships with your kids, with your spouse, with your people, with your friends, with your family, all of that. Your kids benefit from seeing you prioritize taking care of yourself, and it teaches them to do the same when they grow up. You're passing that baton on to them, right? So instead of thinking, I shouldn't be doing this, let's stop shoulding all over ourselves, okay? Let's shift that thought to this makes me a happier person, which makes me a better mom, a better friend, a better partner. So anytime that comes up, like boop, hit the pause button and shift that. This makes me a happier person, which makes me a better mom, a better friend, and a better partner. Now, some weeks are going to be busier than others, and that's okay, because that's life, right? We're all working to make it through the week here with just bumps in the road. Instead of giving up, adjust to that, pivot to that, and keep going. It's okay. It's okay that it's busy. There's a possible little moment in there. If you can't do it for a full hour, just do it for 15 minutes. Or if your hobby or the thing that you really want or like to do isn't working with your current routine, is there a way that you can tweak it just a little bit? Like maybe wake up 15 minutes earlier, or switch to a different activity that might fit into this day, and that one can be for a less busier week, right? Give yourself some grace, because sometimes you're going to miss a week. Sometimes you're going to miss a day, and that's fine. Missing a week or a few days doesn't mean that you've totally failed and this isn't working and blah, blah, blah. It just means that you have to pick it back up when you can. It's about how you pick it back up. It's about getting back on. It's about doing the thing, getting back up. The key is progress and not perfection. Progress and not perfection. Let's recap a little bit because I threw a lot of things at you here. You don't need hours, just small moments that count. Bring your family into the hobbies when possible. Bring your family into these activities that fill you up when possible. Set boundaries and schedule time like any other appointment or priority that you have on your schedule. And let go of the guilt and remember that taking time for you actually benefits everyone around you. Because remember, they are watching you. They're watching what you're doing. So be flexible with yourself and keep going. Keep picking it back up. Keep trying again. Tweak it around. Make it work for you. Now I want to hear from you. What is one thing or one hobby or one type of activity that you would love to get back into? Send me a message or share in my community, Ignited Decision Makers on Facebook. I would love to support you. So until next time, take care of yourself, lady. You deserve it. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, learned something new, or got some gems to take away that will boost your week. I release a new episode each week, so make sure to click that follow button to not miss what is coming next. If you love the show or want to share a story, send me a quick message. I love hearing from listeners. If you know someone who needs this episode in their life, go ahead and share it with them. I'm sure they would love you for it. If you are looking to connect more, check out the show notes for all the social links, my website. I would love to hear how this episode helped you and what you loved about it. If there's a topic you want to hear about, send that too. All right, ladies, now is the time to release your inner power. If you're ready to break free from burnout and create a life that actually feels good, I've got you covered. You can work with me in a few ways. Join my monthly membership for ongoing support, dive into my workshops for quick breakthroughs, book coaching sessions for personalized guidance, or go all in with my Revive and Recharge Your Life coaching program to build a foundation for lasting change. No matter where you are on your journey, there is a path for you, my friend. Let's get started. DM me or check the link in the show notes to get more information.